are strong when we are one. We will run and take our place. Let us rise and raise the flag. We are Vandrezzer. We are Vandrezzer. We are lions of Niger. We are Vandrezzer. We are Vandrezzer. We are lions of Niger.
And yes, that is what we are. Lions of Niger. Niger Lions. Lions of Lagos. Vandrezzer FC of Lagos. That's right, the V team with the V way, and we brought that way right here to the UJ Swene Stadium, a prestigious UJ Swene Stadium, built back then by the man, UJ Swene, a former administrator of the then Cross River State, which comprised Cross River and Akwa Ibom State. Well, since 1987, they since parted ways, but are still very much related because the man UJ Swene was actually from Eket local government area of Akwa Ibom State. A warm afternoon to you. If you've been following our updates, then you know it's been a very busy day for the crew of VFC TV. We're glad to say we're up and running, and please do confirm if you can hear me right now, wherever you are watching us from. Indicate on social media. Go to Vandrezzer FC on YouTube, on Twitter, on Facebook, on Instagram. Let's know that you're hearing us. It's already 20 minutes into that encounter. This encounter right before our very own eyes. It's Rovers FC of Calabar taking on Vandrezzer FC of Lagos. I'm sure you know that already. It's been a very interesting build-up to this, but we say, thankfully, we're finally here, and it's great for you to join us, even though we have, well, you probably have lost 20 minutes of commentaries, but you have been watching the action on the pitch. My name is George Essien. It's great to be here, as always. Today I have a different co-commentator. He is a journalist based in Cross River State, precisely Calabar. He also is, yes, a radio journalist, a broadcaster of no mean repute. But anytime he sees me, he says, Baba George, you know, they're the ones taking over these days. Tayo Lukumbi is right here with me on the commentaries. It's great to have you on board, Tayo.
Good evening, George, and of course, good evening to everyone tuning in to this live match between Rovers of Calabar and, of course, Vandrezzer FC from Lagos. I'm sure Akwa Ibom people will be really missing this team. What a team, what a team. Laying the pattern and showing the way football should be run. Professionalism.
Thank you.
And, of course, some bit of entertainment, doing the right things at the right time. This is where I want our football to be, our football clubs. This is what they should be emulating. And we say kudos to Vandrezzer for really daring to do something different in a very difficult climb like this. And I'm sure
interesting that you mentioned difficult.
Yeah, George is used to this climb, and he saw a bit of it today again.
Yeah, we did. And we're choosing to just move past it. Only that it had affected 20 minutes of you know, our commentaries. But like I said, we're back here, and we don't want to dwell on that, Tayo.
Yeah, we're moving on.
It's good to know that we're up and running.
Yeah.
And VFC TV cannot be stopped because of what it's doing to Nigerian football, exposing the NNL. And, you know, interestingly, we had, you know, some calls anytime that we broadcast our games. Some of the calls even come for the opposing team players. Oh, I like that player, you know. So it's actually not just exposing VFC in Nigerian football, it's benefiting the teams that we play against, and we're really delighted that we could do so. And it's for free for subscribers of VFC TV. You know that you sign up for free and watch this. And we are certainly delighted that you love every single bit of it. Well, we have tried to love every single bit of the first 23 minutes of this encounter at the UGS Swenes Stadium, where Vandrezzer FC are playing away in their traditional away jersey, orange on orange. Rovers looking like the VFC home team in terms of the attire. It's almost like what they wear. But right now, let's leave that and talk about what's going on the pitch. Let's talk about Babatunde Damilare right there, seizing that opportunity. Looks like he looked around and saw the people were probably occupied with something else and decided to steal a run right there. And he is NVFC. Yet another corner kick. There have been the statistics. Let's tell you, it's no goals, obviously. No shots on target except that one, by Babatunde Damilare. Shots of targets have been 4 to Rovers, 1 to Vandrezzer FC. 4 corner kicks have gone the way of Rovers, and this is Vandrezzer FC's first corner kick of the game. VFC have been caught offside once. No bookings just yet. And we have seen 3-2 free kicks for either side. It's quickly taken out. It's Kerete Udom. Wonderful indeed. If it had got at the back of the net, it would have been more wonderful. It's David Mack, who's a traditional set-piece taker for the VFC side, finding the head of the 6'5" tall Kerete Udom, who wasted no time in trying to send it to, of course, the deep left side of the post. It didn't happen, but VFC have still won themselves an advantage in the corner kick. Back-to-back corner kicks for the VFC side, and it's David Mack who takes this one as well.
And I have to say, the height of Ekerete is a big worry for Rovers. We could see that they're really struggling to cope with him. But Vandrezzer, after that very slow start, they've come into the game right now, and they're just about bossing it right now. Just as safe from the goalkeeper denied them the first goal. But right now, I can say Vandrezzer starting very slowly, but right now they're back into the game, and Rovers have to really watch their backs.
All right. Well, as they rove around, Vandrezzer FC would lion around the pitch is what they know how to do. And that has seen them unbeaten this season. We'll talk about Osun United's case later on. But that's the story right here, as Taya rightly put it, picking up right after Rovers had dominated the first 10 minutes of this game. It's another advantage, Vandrezzer FC, and Godwin Egbo on this one. Speaking of which, we need to just let you know who and who's doing business for both sides. While I take that off VFC, the opposing side, it's goalkeeper Segun Alabi who is in goal in succession. Godwin Egbo, Ekerete Udom, Jamu Suleiman, and David Mark. Coach Alfred Manaki sticking with a preferred lineup, only that he brings in Golden Udoyang in replacement for Amos Okoro. David Mark, Lawrence Efyong, John Patterson, Monami, the former junior international of Cameroon, is also here, and he is captain in the side. Anyete Oko, Golden Udoyang, Babatunde Damilare with the only shot on target for VFC so far, and the Bull himself talking about Kolawole Daniel, who hopes to replicate what he did against Ekiti United on Wednesday.
All right, also looking at Rovers.
I wonder if you saw that game, though. Well, it was live on VFC TV. You got to be watching the games. Let's check out who's doing it for Rovers. Well, the Rovers side coached by a veteran coach, veteran Nigerian League coach Samson Inanuel, has also lined out his stronger side.
Yeah, of course, we know very much about Samson Nwane, being with Enyimba and, of course, a couple of clubs around the country. And he was tasked with getting Rovers that qualification ticket, which I tell you still an hopeless task right now. But let's look at the lineup for Rovers. About their strongest lineup, Ismaila Issa, the goalkeeper, keeping a shirt in goal for Rovers. Of course, run up number 1, and he just put off a save that just about keeps Rovers in this game. We've got Igebo Terry, also right there. Okon Samuel. There's also Omini Fabian, who's also in this line. Osas Paul, sporting the number 40 jersey. There's Chimeze Somto. There's Unduku Chuku. And of course, the man who the whole play of the team runs through, that is for Rovers. His name is Akpo Simon, one of the very, very tall men on the field, if you understand what I'm saying. But a man blessed with lots and lots of talent and skills, and one that Rovers always look to provide the creative edge to their games. Elevari Daniel, and we've got a situation.
Yes,
it's a penalty to Rovers.
We definitely do have a situation right there, and David Mark holding his head, wondering what must have gone wrong right now to deserve a penalty awarded by the referee for this game. It's, well, if only we could get to see a replay of this one.
It was a trip on the striker for Rovers, Elebare Daniel. It was on, and I think just a bit of a moment of lapse in concentration for the VFC defenders allowed Daniel to steal a match on them, and got to the ball first, and it was stripped, and the referee had no other option than to point to the spot. We're looking at the replay of that one.
Do we say he had no other option? Well, it's a 30th minute penalty. And Coach Alfred Malaki decides to take a little break as the referee insists it should be taken from the spot. Well, probably this short water break might put some ginger in goalkeeper Shegun Alabi, maybe. He smiles.
Dampen the morale of the opponent.
Probably. Maybe the guy must have thought about going right, and then he changes, let's go left. And then he says, you know what, I don't even know anymore. Let me play it anyway. And then Shegun Alabi catches the ball. Maybe. All right, so that's it, ladies and gentlemen. In case you're just joining in and watching from across the globe, this is VFC TV. A late start to our commentaries, but visuals are up already. And we can tell you that VFC have considered a penalty.
I think for VFC, this will be not a very good one, just about when they were getting into the game, beginning to seize initiative and take control of the game. They concede this penalty, and I can say the penalty is coming against the run of play. That will not be really, the VFC players will not be really happy with this, and I'm sure Coach Madaki also will not be happy with this, about this penalty conceded.
Sure. Certainly won't be, as Shegun Alabi braces up for yet another test. This time in the mode of a penalty. And it's scored by Rovers FC, first goal of this game. A nicely taken penalty there by Okon Samuel. The defender for the Rovers side has struck first blow and drawn first blood at the UGS Schwenner Stadium in a game that had lots of anticipations and a bit of tensions before it. But David Mack would be quite saddened at that fact. Well, halftime will come. We'll see how we'll analyze that once again. But VFC surely would need to take their chances in this one. This is a Rovers side that is third from bottom. They'll be the more desperate side to get points to climb up. Don't forget, VFC is second on the table at the moment. And we'll be hoping to consolidate in that. Rovers, on their part, would have a more Herculean task to do, and first is by winning this game today. They've taken the first step, 1-0, courtesy of that penalty by Okon, the number 3 man for Rovers FC. But well, besides the goal, what could be the other highlight of this game so far?
Not too much to really talk about concerning this game. Rovers started off the blocks the faster of the two teams, knowing that they needed to get a result in this one. But Vandrezzer weathering the storm in the first 10 minutes, and they got back into the game, busted midfield, had the more threatening chances. But like I did say earlier, against the run of play, just one lapse of inconcentration by the defenders of Vandrezzer.
With yet another throw-in. And that's right. We'll quickly take in.
Oton.
Rovers go.
Ooh.
That was very ambitious of the Rovers number 29. Just that he was intercepted right there. Asuko Yang should be the man who took that shot. There goes Alfred Maraki. Still in acting capacity so far. So good. Chimezie Somto stands over the ball. Let's see how this free kick goes. From just around the center circle, straight up, it's sent back. It's Rovers who will go again. A man down, referee says, play on. What a back pass from Kereto Dome. That was quite tricky.
Very dangerous.
A very dangerous back pass.
Oh.
And that's the Kereto who comes to the rescue, but is he fully rescued? Referee gives a free kick in another dangerous area.
This should be a source of concern to Coach Madaki. The defenders, the defense line begins to commit these errors in succession, dilly-dallying on the ball and putting themselves in position of danger. We've seen it done by the defenders, and now the goalkeeper also cooperates just some moments ago, and Rovers almost capitalized, but right now a very dangerous free kick in a position where Vandrezzer would not be liking, and we're seeing the creative spark for Rovers standing over this one. Rovers who want to go into the break with 2 goals ahead, and I'm sure that's not what Coach Madaki will want for his team, Vandrezzer. But we're very close to halftime right now. Difficult and dangerous situation for Vandrezzer.
Dangerous indeed. As action continues in the mode of a free kick. 44 minutes on the referee's clock. Apologies if you're not seeing the time on your screens. It will be updated shortly. Well, lovely efforts, but not so lovely. It goes wide. And Rovers would definitely be hoping that would have been better delivered by the young man. Coach Alfred Maraki. Probably still sizing up the game. Ekerete Odom. It's the ball. He's balled away. Seems to have tripped a lot on the pitch. Not the best of pitches. I did say yesterday on someone's radio show that Vandrezzer FC plays better football on its pitch in Agege.
We can see that they're really struggling with this pitch. Not the kind of they're not able to play their free-flowing Brazilian style football.
You can say
today.
that again. All right.
But it's something they should expect. They get this when they're not playing away when they're playing away from home.
Surely, the players getting used to it. 5th game now. The result of that Kolawole Daniel trip, it's a free kick taken by Jamil Suleiman. Finds Golden Udoyang, who's, well, Coach Alfred Maraki has put some faith in this young man who needs to repay that faith. Kereto Odom dispossessed there, but it's in favor of the VFC defender. Not sure how that knock came about, but looks like both players were trying to get the ball. Another free kick.
Daniel got the ball unfairly. seizing the leg from behind of Ekerete, and the referee saw that very clearly, and yeah, it was a due free kick. A launch up right there from Vandrezzer.
All right, so the players would arrange themselves again. But this time, as the referee signals, it is halftime. Just few seconds added to 45 minutes. It just seemed like it started some seconds ago, but it's all over. First 45, Vandrezzer FC are a goal down, courtesy of a penalty kick. Well, David Mack wouldn't be excited about that one. The culprit, the goalkeeper, the referee pointed to the spot, and it was none other than talking about the Rovers player who scored the goal, Samuel Okon, who got the goal. Wataya, are you impressed with what you've seen this Fetch 45 from both sides?
Yeah, very impressed, very impressed. We expected that this was going to be a very tight game. Vandrezzer coming into this one on an unbeaten run, and of course the Rovers were trying to fight their way up the table and trying to get away from the relegation zone as much as possible. It's been very, very tight, save for the penalty situation. The penalty coolly dispatched, and that separating both sides. It's been very, very tight, very even game. Maybe Vandrezzer just edging it with some shots on target. But Coach Alfred Madaki will not feel too down about this. This is a game that can really come back. And with what we've seen in the first half, I think the second half will be much more explosive.
All right, explosion is what we're looking forward to. Good explosion as the players stroll into the dressing room. No obstruction this time around as the two teams leave amicably. It ended 1-0 in favor of the home side. First half, that is. Second 45 to follow in a short while. We still have some halftime analysis here as well. Please let us know where you're watching us from. Just go to our social media platforms and just indicate. And you can also drop a comment on the YouTube live stream. But of course, you know, the best of action is right there on VFC TV, courtesy of the Vandrezzer FC mobile application, which can be found on Google Play Store and iOS. I'm George Essien, his Tayo Adekombi, and we'll be right back for some more analysis in a short while. Stay tuned. It's VFC TV, and we're live in Calabar.
We won't walk that road without you. We are strong when we are one. We will run and take our place. Let us rise and raise the flag. We are Vandrezzer. We are Vandrezzer. We are lions of Niger. We are Vandrezzer. We are Vandrezzer. We are lions of Niger. let your light now guide us through. For we need your help, oh God. We are Vandrezzer. We are Vandrezzer. We are lions of Niger. We are Vandrezzer. We are Vandrezzer. We are lions of Niger. Vandrezzer, 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 Vandrezzer. We are Vandrezzer. We are Vandrezzer. We are lions of Niger. We are Vandrezzer. We are Vandrezzer. We are lions of Niger.
Introducing the Vandrezzer FC mobile app. Get latest updates, fixtures, player profiles, and live stream our games in one touch. It's your one-stop handy place to follow everything Vandrezzer. Vandrezzer FC mobile app is available both on Google Play Store and Apple Store. Now, you can take Vandrezzer FC wherever you go. Vandrezzer FC won't walk that road without you.
We won't walk that road without you. We are strong when we are one. We will roar and take our place. Let us rise and raise the flag. We are Vandrezzer. We are Vandrezzer. We are lions of Niger. We are Vandrezzer. We are Vandrezzer. We are lions. are lions of Nigeria. We are Vandrezzer. We are Vandrezzer. We are lions of Nigeria.
Introducing the Vandrezzer FC mobile app. Get latest updates, fixtures, player profiles, and live stream our games in one touch. It's your one-stop handy place to follow everything Vandrezzer. Vandrezzer FC mobile app is available both on Google Play Store and Apple Store. Now, you can take Vandrezzer FC wherever you go. Vandrezzer FC won't walk that road without you.
We won't walk that road without you. We are strong.
And there the referee's whistle goes for the commencement of second 45 minutes of the match day 6 encounter between Rovers FC of Calabar and Vandrezzer FC of Lagos. The FC, of course, now playing from left to right on your screens. Welcome to VFC TV. In case you're just joining us, I'm George Essien. And Tayo Lukumbi is on with me on the commentaries today. A substitution. Donald Kimmich, unavailable at the moment. Took a knock. A little injury.
And having a sort out with the medicals.
Yeah, hopefully it's not for long. He should be fit in time to join us in the next game. By the way, we've always had, winning commentaries. Tayo, I hope that you'd also be on the winning side today. We've never lost a game that we commentated on. Talking about VFC.
The unbeaten run. There's still a lot of time to keep that unbeaten run in this game.
Make sure you have the unbeaten mojo with you. All right? Okay. Anyway, welcome. I hope you enjoyed the commentaries and you followed all that's happened today up until the game, which they kicked off at exactly 4 p.m. Kudos to the match commissioners. and the organizers for keeping the time. As Godwin Ekpo goes, VFC would look for an equalizer. That's an attempt to clear out, but it's still in danger area for Calabar Rovers. It's a Kereto Dome, sends it back to Ekpo, who would try to do what he had tried to do earlier on. Still in play, Lawrence Effiong, Father is who they call him, has forced it to be sent to a throw-in. And VFC starting on an attacking note. Is Ekpo to Dome, out to Lawrence, dispossessed by the goal scorer, by the way. And that's the captain of the side, Okon. The referee spots an offside position in there by, of course, Babatunde Damilare. What a free kick that was. Taya, you still want to talk about, rather, a penalty. You want to talk about that penalty. Of course, penalties are always debatable.
Very debatable, but I think this was really, really clear. The defenders didn't cover themselves in the glory. There were two of them. They could have dealt with that ball if they were much, much faster. But they dilly-dallied, and of course, Daniel stole a match on them, robbed them of possession, and advanced into the box. And it was stripped. At that point, the referee didn't have any choice, and it was always going to be a penalty. But we're seeing a bit of a change of tactics from Coach Madaki. We've seen Damilare move over to the left, where he seems to be getting more of the balls, and Vandrezzer looks like they will be acting more on the wings. We've already seen dangerous plays from the wings, especially from Ekpo, who's putting in some very, very good crosses from the right. So I think it's a bit to draw out the Rovers defense. They looked more comfortable, but I think with the change of tactics, they'll be having their hands full in this second half.
Surely, hands will be filled with a lot, especially for Coach Alfred Malaki, who has to, surely might be sweating over going 1-0 down after making a long trip from Lagos, and on the back of a 1-0 win against Ekiti United, which kept the team second on the table. Well, he has no plans for any sort of substitution, but it looks like the Rovers do have those plans. Well, we found out that Coach Alfred Malaki does have a plan. And once that plan, we see it in the mode of the likes of Daniel Igbaye, who's warming up, and Amos Okoro as well. But there's been a substitution, which we need to know right now.
Yeah, we've seen two changes for Rovers. Coach Samson Nwane going on an attacking note right now, and he's pulled out Unduku Chuku, who towards the end of that first half was looking a bit jaded and tired. And in his place, as we've got the man, the number 9 jersey, Josiah Daniel, was coming to this game. So I've also seen, I think teammates Sonto also came out of this game, and another change in his place. So Samson Nwane has decided to go all attacking. I think it's to try and stop the forays of Vandrezzer. The way Vandrezzer has come out in this second half, they've showed more attacking intent. So I think it's a way of blocking up that tactics of Coach Madaki.
All right, Madaki would speak to Igbaye Jr., who's about to be introduced in the game. Not sure who is replacing at the moment, but surely, even though they started with some sort of attacking intent, they certainly need to enforce that more. They get at least an equalizer. Gordon with Doyang. And so VFC would go, but Rovers would also show lots of defensive capabilities and also attacking capabilities. As lovely interplay right there, Tayo.
Yep. I was saying the young man that just came in, Daniel Eni, getting straight into the action. But like we saw in the first half, all of the creative link is coming through number 10 jersey, Aqua Simon. And I'm still very, very surprised. Nothing is being done by Coach Madaki to stop him. It's the man that pulls the strings for Rovers. Stopping him means you're stopping Rovers. And we've seen him pulling those very, very, very dangerous passes through. A corner for Rovers, easily dealt with by a goalkeeper of Vandrezzer.
All right, Shegolabi is his name. And he sends it in. Looking to find Ipaya Jr., who's just made his way into the pitch. Babatunde Tamilare is a man who went off for him. Ipaya, I do remember during the annulled match against Ashin United was the man who was fingered as culprit, bringing about a very debatable penalty. He did have an interview with VFC TV after that, and he said, well, he had never ever seen anything like that in his time of playing football. Well, there are things that we see for the first time in Nigerian football, so get ready, ladies and gentlemen. There are always going to be things that you see for the first time. They say there's always a first time.
There's
That's a
always
popular
first
saying.
time. It looks like football is the more you look, the less
you see.
You see.
All right. And the more you know somehow, because, well, it's not going to be the first time that David Mack will be taking a free kick. One of them led to a goal. This one didn't. It's cleared off. The safety, it's advantage Rovers FC. It looks like David Mack was looking for the hand of Godwin Ekbo. Saw him around there. Wouldn't be surprised if Kreoto Odom was also there. Definitely he was. We love the replays, no doubt. As we look at that, surely in an indirect one from David Mark. I couldn't get the head of anyone. Rovers would clear the lines and move, still in possession of the home side. It's it man. Jung Pedersen is having a very torrid time right there. And it's sent in. Who does it find? But it eventually finds the arms of goalkeeper Shegun Labi, who sends it out. Well, it's getting increasingly excited right here at the UJ Suena Stadium. Rovers FC controlling play. Well, just an update on the substitutions. Daniel Eni and Josiah Daniel. It was a double substitution for Asuko Young and Uduku Chuku. But for Rovers FC. And a man is down.
Yeah, we've seen a bit of change in tactics also coming from Samson Onwane. The introduction of Daniel Eni has seen Daniel Ilebare moving to the right side of the attack.
Two
so
Daniels
like
involved.
Two Daniels involved, trying to stop the Lions.
Imagine. Oh, this time the Lions are not smiling, man. Surely. We told you earlier as well, Ipai Jr. Came on for Damilare Babatunde. Ipai has been involved in action, won VFC that free kick, which David Mack took, but couldn't find a head of any VFC player. Well, it's advantage once again, Rovers FC. I mean, they're actually winning some interesting calls right here at the UJ Suena Stadium.
Yeah. And the fact that they're currently leading this game is allowing them play with much freedom right now. They know Vandrezzer will have to come out at them, and they're really doing well so far with their play. And of course, the calls going their ways. Most of the calls going their way. We've had lots and lots of free kicks also go their way. One of the player right now not looking so good. The man on the far side, not looking so good. But we'll see if we'll be able to continue this game.
Well, he's had his own knock. We'll come back to him, but let's see what's on play right here. It's Rovers. And dispossessed Lawrence Effiong. Not sure he intended for that run to be that way. Anitioko clears it. And VFC is safe for the time being. It's still a Rovers advantage right here. 57 minutes played at the UGS Sweater Stadium. We're live on VFC TV. It's a very wonderful atmosphere right here at this prestigious stadium that was, of course, built back in 1977. And by the then military administrator of the state, the stadium was named immediately after him. And the name stands still after his demise as well. A prestigious stadium with a prestigious club, Rovers FC. Wonderful shot there. Nice attempt by Ipai Jr. Probably working with the instructions of Coach Madaki to ensure he can direct the ball to the net anytime he gets in touch with it. Jamu Suleiman. I need to go now. Here he goes. Who does he find? Trying to find the ball. Didn't get to the ball. It's Calabar Rovers. Jong has been having a very wonderful time in the midfield. Nice chip there. Straight to Lawrence Effiong. It's goal to the Doyang right now. What does he do? He looks for Lawrence Effiong. Looks like a man got a hand to it, but referee would say play on. And look at that, it's Kolawole Daniel who goes down in the 18. The referee turns the other side and says it's play on. Finally, it's a throw into VFC. Well, I thought I just saw Kolawole Daniel fall right there in the 18.
Yeah, I thought that was an infringement. We'll have a look at it again. Maybe if we can get the replays, we can have a better view to this one. But it did look like an infringement in the penalty area. Not so clear from this view, but we'll look at the replays again and see. But the referee obviously deciding to wave that away, and it will be. But there's another free kick just close to the throw-in line.
All right, so well, instead of a throw-in, it's a free kick awarded to VFC. And one man is always eager to take those sort of calls. It's David Mack, surprisingly, leaving it for Jami Suleiman. It's a throw-in. And certainly not a free kick. Got a bit confused there. Surely that went out of touch. Jami Suleiman would find one head. Kiretio Dome doesn't get to it. Kolawole Daniel.
That was a big
Should have
chance.
done better than that. An opportunity there for the Bull, who got a goal in the other game against Ekiti United. Well, the intent was to get it to the back of the net. See there, as Kiretio Dome's head at least guided the ball just by Kolawole Daniel's foot, and he should have struck something better than that. A missed kick there has seen Vandrezzer FC short of probably one goal.
Yeah, and in cases in games like this where we have limited chances, you should be taking advantage of that chance. That was a big miss by Kolawole. That was a very, very big miss by Kolawole. I hope they don't get to rue that miss. But I think we saw some of this play in the first half, using the height advantage of Ikerite. And I think Coach Madaki should be exploiting that more in the second half.
All right, a situation there where it looked like the bench of Rovers were calling for an action to be taken by the referee, but the only action he'll take is award a goal kick to VFC. Emma Socorro is on the pitch and as fresh as ever. No stained jersey today. Always has his jersey stained a lot of times. He He hits the turf one time too many.
He's just coming in, so
So he's just coming in. It's still clean.
in some few minutes we'll see him get dirty.
Not into him yet. It's just like, you know, in primary school, when you come to school in the morning, you're the cleanest boy. But
Before the close of the day.
before close, man, sometimes your parents won't recognize you. What's this?
George, you look like you were that kind of kid.
No,
back
I
then.
used to see kids like that.
Okay.
Well, maybe
for-
sometimes
For
when we
pitches
get,
like this, you
very
can't expect to
playful.
come in clean and go back clean.
Surely,
It's
surely.
almost very difficult.
well, even on the greatest pitches in the world, you know, sometimes you see the stains, especially when it rains. But football has evolved these days. You have better pitches, better organization. Games are on TV like we're doing right here on VFC TV. And I hope that the support will keep coming for us to keep doing this. Earlier today, it didn't seem like we had so much support for that, but if you're following our social media platforms and our reports, you shortly know what I'm talking about. But it's great to be here, and it's not about a Vandrezzer win or loss, it's about bringing Nigerian football to the globe. Thank you very much, Mac from Switzerland, who sent a photo of himself watching the game last week and expressing excitement of what he's seen. But that could only happen when we keep doing what we're doing right here, and we will. Rovers will keep clearing, not wanting VFC to get to the ball. It's David Mack who's dispossessed there, and look at that. It's Captain Okon there, sends it in, was looking for a man. It's cleared by Godwin Ekpo.
I think that was a chance for the man Akpo Simon, but took too many touches right there in the box for Vandrezzer. That was a dangerous play. Very, very. I think the Vandrezzer designers will be happy that he took too many touches.
Yeah, it did. Godwin Ekpo just saying, man, you don't do, my brother. Let's send it off. 64 minutes played at the UJ Swena Stadium. It's the home side Rovers who lead by 1-0. Courtesy as a 30th minute penalty scored by Captain Okon. We do have another Okon. He's actually Okon Otop of VFC, whose birthday is actually today. Happy birthday to you, Okon Otop of VFC. Your namesake has just put your team 1-0 down.
I'm sure we're wishing he was on the pitch doing that honors
Surely.
on his birthday.
Score a birthday goal. Well, Coach Malaki had other plans, and that plan also meant sticking with the winning side, as it were, from Ekiti United just on Wednesday. 1-0 win. But you would see that the Lions displayed excellent football, like I say, always on their home ground. But the hallmark of a champion is to ensure that you make the away grounds your ground as well. But so far, it's a home team that's in the ascendancy. They take a free kick. It's cleared. Not actually. The VFC will continue the defense work. Jamil Suleiman, he goes with it. Looking for Okonotop, who controls the ball but is brought down. Referee gives a free kick, and rightly so.
It's been a very, very difficult game for Fabian in the midfield for Rovers. He's having a very difficult game right here, but he's been doing quite satisfactory, trying to break up play and ensuring that the midfielders of Vandrezzer do not have that much joy in the midfield. We're seeing that familiar tactics again, playing a long ball to Daniel and see if he can get something at the end of that one. But Rovers still with the lead right here.
Surely with the lead, it's David Mack who goes now. Bits its man. Michael Ipaye is wondering what happened there, what necessitated that one. But replays would show us that it looks like he was slightly in an offside position. Let me take a look at that once again. Clearly couldn't be touched there by the Rovers man, Igebo Terry. Has been doing a very interesting job right there for Rovers FC. Rovers will end themselves a free kick. There have been lots of them coming so far. Well, checking out starts. Rovers, no doubt, have been the team with the upper hand. The start certainly favor them. A goal to their books, a penalty as well. And they've had 2 quality saves from their goalkeeper. But the game is certainly far from over. It's just 67 minutes.
Yeah, we're getting into the critical moment and the last 23 minutes of the game. But George, I think this is where we're getting into the real test, especially for the players. The pitch now is becoming much bumpy. And I don't know which team would like to take advantage of that one. But I think the team should be looking at testing the goalkeepers more. A bounce off the ball could just be any some bit of dividend when you talk about goals right now. But right now, especially Vandrezzer players are really struggling with the bumpy pitch right now.
Well, the bumpy pitch, I think, is what accounted for that player to trip. Fortunately.
And he got a free kick.
A free kick to that. That's an interesting call. Chimete Santo is standing over the ball, chips it in, looking for a blue and white regalia. Got it at some point, but the VFC players would clear their lines. But Rovers would try once again, but it's safe in the hands of goalkeeper Shego Alabi, who sends it in. Looking for who in particular? It's Michael Ipaye. Surely that's going to be an infringement given to Rovers FC. It's David Mack who brings his man down. Igebo Terry would walk over to it. Well, Ipaye drops it at a spot which he thinks it should be. Taken. Where does it go? Lovely header there. Try to see if he could just, trickily get that one at the back of the net. It went inches wide.
I think he got too much on the header. He had the right ideas. That's putting it on the top left-hand corner, but just too much power on that one. And Vandrezzer safe once again from an attack from Rovers.
Igebo Terry is the man who had that header. A great effort as well. If VFC could have such opportunities, surely it probably would be able to see how they can bury those sort of chances. Kolewole Daniel hasn't been fed much or hasn't done much. Which of these?
I think he's not been getting the service that he truly wants. The balls, the passes have become a bit gone astray from Vandrezzer players, and the midfielders seem lost right there. They need to get that midfield back. I know they're trying to play on the wings, but the midfielders need to get their balls much more accurate for the wingers to be able to make something out of it. The more they keep getting the passes astray, the more comfortable Rovers keep getting as the match goes by.
Well, Rovers will surely be comfortable for now.
They seem to be looking for that that security goal, maybe get the second goal and be truly sure of 3 points in this game.
Game plan of Coach Samson and Nanuel to make sure they keep pressing for the goal. But the VFC defense are also not doing badly in stopping all those onslaughts. It was Jami Suleiman who was in a collision right there. And Etil Cole seemed to be calling for a handball right there, and rightly so. A video replay showed that there was a handball situation there, but It's still advantage VFC. The charge on Jami Suleiman would end them. A free kick. Quickly taken it now as a Kirite Udom. Osaso Koro. Brought down. Characteristically, he's prone to getting a knock one too many because of his style of play. He dazzles. He likes, you know.
A target for defenders.
That's right.
We're seeing more urgency in the play of Vandrezzer. I think they're beginning to look at the time right now. Just 19 minutes on the...
And that's a dangerous one there in a dangerous area. The referee has already spotted an infringement, not sure which.
The ref has gone for a foul on the goalkeeper. Came out for that punch and...
Well, when there are challenges like that, it looks like the goalkeepers are always given preferential treatment. Both players went for the ball. Kolawole Daniel didn't eventually get it. The goalkeeper didn't get it as well. Talking about Ismaila Issa. Ball was still in play. I feel that was an equal challenge, but no one's very hot. But it goes the way of VFC. It's yet a free kick in the mode of a goal kick for them. It goes the way of RFC. I think you see there on the screens. Rovers FC, that is. 73 minutes. The clock is ticking. VFC leaving dangerously.
Yeah, leaving dangerously right now. They need to really step it up. They've still got enough time. But if they are to protect the unbeaten run, they need to step up the game right now. Like you can see, Rovers, they are just comfortable with getting the infringements and getting the free kicks. Try to break up play, slow down VFC, slow down the game to their own advantage. So I think there need to be a switch in the game plan from Coach Madaki. We need to see more urgency. We've seen a bit of the urgency go up a notch, but it needs to go a bit higher. They need to get the ball faster and need to get it into the dangerous areas, get it to the wingers who can make a run in at the fullbacks of Rovers and see what they can put in for the striker. Another option would be to go for the area prowess of Ekerete, but we're not seeing Vandrezzer get so many free kicks around the dangerous areas for Rovers. But for Vandrezzer, the unbeaten run really at stake right now. They need to step it up.
All right, interesting. You emphasize your unbeaten run. Surely it is.
We've talked about this for a while right now. We've been talking about it all season.
No problem. It's an unbeaten run.
Technically?
Well, technically, VFC have made that appeal to the NFF Appeals Committee, talking about the game between Osun United and VFC. It happened on match day 4. It had its ups and downs, more downs than ups. An inclusion of harassment, intimidation, and all that. A decision was taken, was reversed, that was worthy of concern. And it was Osas Amos Okoro's shot that was worthy of concern for the visitor, for the home side. It's the Paye. Couldn't handle the ball, the goalkeeper there, Ismaila. Gordon Adoyang was just looking around the corner, trying to see if he could slot it in. But Ismaila would hold it comfortably. Danger averted. It's a goal kick to Rovers FC.
They talk about the bumpy pitch and also the Vandrezzer player trying to take advantage of that, trying the shot in, and it did bounce awkwardly in front of goalkeeper Ismaila Issa, and we saw him struggle having to gather that in more than 2 to 3 attempts. So we'll be seeing more of this. Try more of the shots from the edge of the area and hope for some bit of an awkward bounce and see if we can get a goal through that. But both teams right now beginning to struggle with a very bumpy pitch. There's still a long way to go. I don't know if we can still call that a long way. 15 minutes in this game. Rovers still very comfortable in the lead. Very slim lead, but on the game of play, they look very comfortable.
But it's football and anything can happen. Oloye Michael will be making his first appearance for Vandrezzer FC, it seems, this season. He substitutes Golden Adoyang. And quite interesting what Coach Malaki has up his sleeves. Oloye is an attacking midfielder, Adoyang, who's supposed to be an out-and-out goal poacher, would go to rest. There's end-to-end stuff right here. VFC trying to find their first goal of this encounter at the UJ Swinner Stadium, the prestigious UJ Swinner Stadium in Calabar, the home of Rovers FC, formerly known as Calabar Rovers. They're in the lead right now, courtesy of a 30th minute penalty scored by their captain. They would look for another one as they charge right now, but Lawrence Effiong would control it, set it to Oloye, and it's offside there. Kolawole Daniel was clearly offside, and the assistant referee there spotted it nicely. The ball who indeed would be hoping to Arthur Istali. Scored 1 goal so far this season, looking for a second. Well, he has 13 minutes plus additional minutes to see if he can get that in this game. Don't forget to drop your comments on our social media platforms and our YouTube page, wherever you're watching this on. Tell us where you're watching from and what you think about the game. In fact, right here in front of me, I'll be checking out your comments. Look at that.
That was a big miss. That's a big miss.
A heavy miss indeed.
Yeah.
Rovers FC had an opportunity to go 2-0 up. Lovely interplay there. Run us through how that happened.
Yeah, they tell you about the creative spark always coming from Akpo Simon. Had a change of a pass with Daniel Ilebari, and the cross from Okon Samo almost put the substitute Josiah Daniel through on goal, but Josiah just didn't get that very important point, that very important touch that would have made it 2-0 to Rovers FC. That's a big miss, I tell you. Very wonderful cross from Okon Samo, but Josiah Daniel couldn't just apply the finish. And Vandrezzer really survived another huge scare. And I think right now they are being exposed at the back because they are going all out for it right now, trying to get a draw, at least get a goal to level matters right now. We'll see the cross once again from Okom Samuel, whose goal still separates both sides in this game. I think Josiah Daniel, 1 extra yard of pace could have just done the magic. But we're seeing the goalkeeper of Rovers right now down on the pitch. Ismaila Issa is down on the pitch. And that's a big concern for Rovers and coach Samson Unwane.
Well, it'll be a concern more for Alfred Malaki as well, especially if he thinks that this is some time-wasting tactics. He has only 11 minutes to secure a point or a win, or leave Calabar with a loss. Surely the last option would not come to his head at the moment. We've seen Vandrezzer FC claw themselves back from 1-0 down in Inouye and score a 92nd minute equalizer. Surely this team has what it takes to come back in this one. Well, the character is certainly what they would need to muster at the moment. The players temporarily just take a water break as coach Alfred Malaki will talk to his boys. On the other hand is Ismaila Issa, who gets attended to by the medics of the team. 18 minutes on the clock, 10 minutes to go at the UJ Swinner Stadium. It's Vandrezzer FC trailing Rovers FC by 1-0. As the match officials await goalkeeper Ismaila Issa to get up, get his gloves back on, which he seems to be doing. That's all the game will go on right now. All right. It's advantage VFC. Goal kick taken by Segun Alabi. Nelson to Daniel, who fails to control the ball well, controlled it instead for his opponent. Well, luckily VFC have gotten a throw in. Something very worthy of consideration as well and mention is that, well, the ball control of some of the strikers for VFC has to be improved upon. But that was a nice pass there from Nelson Aloe. Look at that. Not much power to that one. Not much to trouble the goalkeeper. Seemed like a pass to me.
Yeah, I think he hit the turf rather than hit the ball. I think he just suffered from the bumpy pitch right there. I'm sure he'll be disappointed in himself. He should be getting more power and direction to that shot. Nothing on it, and that didn't trouble Ismaila in the goal for Rovers. Defense turned into attack right now, and they were seeing that familiar combination once again for Rovers. Number 10 jersey combining well once again. The man called Aqua Simon combining once again with Daniel Ilebari as Rovers went under attack. The pitch becoming more and more bumpy, and it's really getting very difficult for these players to get the ball under control. I hope somebody can take advantage of this one. Hit a speculative shot, get some power into it, let it bounce, and let's see what the goalkeepers, if they will have an answer to this one.
Well, all they're looking for is answers to the questions. This Rovers side as they threatened once again, has sent it in. Look at that. Jamil Suleiman would attempt to clear, but is still in possession of the Rovers side, who has shown a lot of intent right now. Beats a man, and it's in favor of Rovers. 7 minutes left on the clock. VFC have to muster something very strong, imbibe the spirit of Lions to ensure they come back in this game. It's Rovers FC who are roving around very dangerous areas of VFC. They got themselves a free kick in the process. It's taken in directly and a header there, and it goes wide. And VFC is still safe. Still looking for that equalizer. I expect the final 5 minutes of this game would be more entertaining than the first 85.
Of course, it's the dying moment of this game. We're seeing the pace gradually being increased by both teams. Rovers trying to get that shorty second goal. And of course, Vandrezzer are coming out much more right now, trying to get the equalizer and, of course, save their unbeaten start to the season. But this is a very good long pass. We're back to the wings. An attack right there for another poor shot, George.
Well, it's a great attempt from Ipaye Jr.
He should be doing better right here.
Surely should be doing better. It's Lawrence Ifyong who just slipped it into Ipaye Jr. Not sure if that was he was intending to do, but if there was a man just around, looking around the area. And one thing I've noticed about Ismaila Issa is that he doesn't, get a fast grip of the ball. And so if the VFD players are just looking around, they can always have a rebound.
I think there was a moment of indecision right there. It looked like he had two minds. Either hit the shot or...
Two minds.
Either hit the shot
or two people
cross.
talking to him.
All right, so we're into the dying moments of the game. About 4 minutes left in this game. It's still Rovers of Calabar. And, of course, Vandrezzer, Rovers Calabar leading this one by 1-0. Another chance passed off right there by Daniel Ilebari. I think he should be doing much better. A weak shot, no direction. And Vandrezzer survived once again. Still 1-0 in favor of Rovers of Calabar.
Still 1-0. 30th minute penalty. The ball is stopped. Ipaye would try to get it. It's cleared. Advantage VFC. Godwin Ekpo will take it. He is taking over the captaincy of the team from Parazana Jong. Game is still in play, so says referee. Ipai. Man down. Advantage Rovers now. 4 minutes left to play.
The man down, Fabian Omini, we have to say one of the silent hard workers of the Rovers team. One man that Coach Sampson usually looks up to really break up the play of opponents. We've seen him countless number of times in this game, just content with breaking up play and trying to win as much free kicks as they can for Rovers as they try to slow down the game and try to see this one out.
Surely trying to see this one out. 3 minutes left. David Mack over the ball. Jamil Suleiman sends it in. Who does he find? Hoping to find Kolawole Daniel. Doesn't get to him. It's Rovers who would go. It's Kerete Udom who would clear the lines, but not enough. He goes back once again. Surely that's a man who never allows, they like carry lasts, just like they'll say in Nigerian parlance. Always want to be on top of the game, on top of the ball as well.
And it was good anticipation from the young man right there because if not for that last tackle, Daniel Ilebayo would be through and go, and that might have been very dangerous for Vandrezzer. But a miscue from the Rovers defense, and they were able to sort this one out, and
surely sort it out. They're safe at the moment. Coach Alfred Maraki is looking for lessons from this game. There it is, a missed kick. From Chimezie Somto. Well, they're not bothered about that at the moment. Still in the lead. The pressure by Vandrezzer FC not yielding the desired result. It looks like the defense of the Rovers side not much troubled in this 9 minutes as we hadn't anticipated. Well, Lawrence, if you're on calls right now, it's David Mack who finds himself in the center of it all. Wasn't fast enough to get to the ball before Ismaila Isa, and a good covering there from Chimezie Somto as well. It's just 30 seconds to regulation time right here at the UGS Wenne Stadium. The home team are comfortable on a 1-0 lead, which could change at any time. It's cleared off. Amos Okoro was looking for an opportunity right there. Didn't get to it.
I was seeing a bit of switch from the tactics of Coach Sampson in Nwane. It's gone right now for a double pivot to act as a screen for the defense. So we've seen Odafi Emmanuel, sporting jersey number 6, come to partner Fabian in the middle, Omini Fabian in the middle of the pack. So two defensive midfielders trying to provide much screen for the defense of Rovers.
Oh, they'll need a lot of that defending right now as VFC would have one of their last opportunities in this game. David Mack dispossesses his man. It's the positioning now that's the issue. Who does he send it to? It's Godwin Egbo is sandwiched by all the blue and white shirts you could get from Watts Market in Calabar. If you are a resident of Calabar, you should know the Watts Markets. You get everything there. So they got all the blue and white shirts just around the VFC players up front there. Well, they haven't troubled Rovers United that much in the final minutes. It's finally come to an end. It is the home side, Rovers FC, that have stopped the Lions of Niger for the very first time this season. Well, the other is still being debated upon, as Vandrezzer FC had unfair advantage in Oshogbo. Well, that's not the talking point right now. The talking point is that VFC have succumbed to Rovers FC. Well, before this game, to be very fair, there were uncertainties if VFC would play this match as a result of the camera crew, the VFC TV crew being locked out. And in protest of that, the VFC management had said that something needed to be done or else they would not be part of it. But I'm not sure that's the complaint the players would have this time. Tayo?
Not much of a complaint in this one. The action actually took place on the pitch.
Well, things outside the pitch actually affect the pitch as well. In Oshogbo last weekend, there was a lot of happenings off the pitch that culminated in a lot of
but for so many people that are familiar with the Nigerian football situation, these are things you expect the worst when you go.
But it shouldn't be.
It shouldn't be, but it's just our peculiar nature, and we'll just be hoping for when things turn around.
All right, we hope that time is now that VFC are on board in Nigerian football, and it's been a pleasure bringing this to you. Well, the first time we're probably not successful on commentaries, maybe because Donald Kimmich wasn't here. Tayo.
Has he got the magic one? He took the magic one away.
You have to go and wash your head. Go and wash your head. Oh, well, that's the end of the only match will be played in Calabar. Tayo Olukumbi has been with me on the commentaries. It's been great having you around. Thank you very much. Well, the beauty of it is that we've been able to bring the game live to our viewers. And it's not a matter of who wins or not. Yeah. Although this is a race that VFC would definitely want to win. Yeah,
they would have loved to get a result right here today, but they can't be too ashamed. They've got a good performance today. Not much to the heights that we know of Vandrezzer, but not a shameful performance. And of course, they'll look at this and go back to the drawing board and of course try to rally themselves, get back to winning ways in their next match. But for the group, it gets very interesting right now. Rovers has just closed the gap on Vandrezzer and race for that ticket, surely to go down the wire.
Surely to go down the wire as VFC prepare to head back to Lagos and prepare for the next game. An interesting one so far. It's the time of giant brillers next weekend at the Agege Soccer Temple. Looking forward to that. Well, the best you could do, Tayo, is make sure you watch on VFC TV. I know you're going to be here in Calabar.
Yeah.
Well, shout out to Tayo, though. He's an OAP with Hit FM Calabar and was gracious to host VFC yesterday in a no-holds-barred interview. Well, I hope everyone's happy now. The people in Calabar are happy. They got a victory.
Yeah, and I have to say...
I saw some very grumpy faces earlier on, but
they're beginning to smile.
I'm looking at them very happy now, so they could go and raise their elbows and drink some things, right?
I think you need to understand the atmosphere right here. It's been a very difficult last 6 months in Calabar, and everyone has been looking forward to football, especially Rovers, to try and bring some smiles.
What's been the issue, though, in Calabar?
Coming through from the hashtag NSAS protest, so many destructions, and recently...
So it's been a rebuilding time.
Yeah, we've had some security breaches also, lots of misdemeanors going on in the state. So they've been looking at Rovers to try and bring smiles to the faces of Cross-Variants, and that's why you could see before this match there was so much apprehension, so much tension, and they were just looking forward to the team getting 3 points, and you could see the whole mood now lifted, everyone happy, and this is what will permeate around the whole city and of course the whole state. Result 3 points for Rovers really means a lot, especially now that they get back in the race for promotion.
All right, so they're back to it. What VFC would hope to continue their onslaught as they get set to play against John Brillers FC. It's Group B1 of the Southern Conference of the 2020-2021 Nigeria National League season. Not some cheery moments there for the VFC bench. Well, like I said earlier on, it's the home side who will be excited. Apprehensions. But finally, we went on with the game. It shows the spirit of sportsmanship. At the end of the day, it's the Rovers side who are victorious by 1-0. Will join us in a short while for the post-match interviews. But it's time to say my bye-byes to Tayo. Thank you very much.
A big thank you for this opportunity, and I have to say kudos to Vandrezzer. It was good having you guys around, and I think you guys really lifted the mood of the town, and really gave an indication and of course a pathway of what football in Nigeria should be, and I hope you guys will continue to do much better, and I also pray that all involved in Nigerian football will follow this template.
Well, thank you very much. That's a goal there, though. Nicely taken free kick.
Penalty.
By the captain. Oh, penalty. Wow. You know, the thought of having a penalty, you know, inside 30 minutes of the game, surely it's not one that I'm looking through Maraki's mind right now. When he saw that, oh no, this cannot be happening. Well, in the remainder of the game, do you think that VFC did a lot to try to come back?
I think they did. I think they did. For Maraki, I did say it, I said it earlier that the time they considered a penalty would be where they will be really disappointed. It was at the time they were getting the control of the game, they were having the upper hand, and against the run of play, the penalty came against them. But I think after that, especially in the second half, we saw a much improved Vandrezzer side. I think their final balls today were really suspect. Maybe we can't blame them too much because the struggle with the bumpy pitch, very terrible pitch, I have to say, really affected the players. But they will look at themselves and feel they could have done better. Final balls are really lacked, and when they had one or two opportunities, they could have had more power and direction with their shots, and maybe that could have troubled the goalkeeper. But aside from that, I did say it earlier, it was not a shameful performance from Vandrezzer.
All right, surely Maraki would hope to up the game and wait for Giant Brillas. We're speaking with him in a short while right here before we close the broadcast of this game at the UJS Winners Stadium. Thank you very much once again, Tayo Lukumbi, presenter with Hit FM Calabar, and my co-commentator for today. We'll take a short break. When we come back, we'll be live with the two coaches, Samson and Anwell, the winning coach, and of course, Alfred Maraki, the VFC coach. Stay tuned.
We won't walk that road without you. We are strong when we are one. We will roar and take our place. Let us rise and raise the flag. We are Vandrezzer. We are Vandrezzer. We are lions of Nigeria. We are Vandrezzer. We are Vandrezzer. We are lions of Nigeria. We won't walk that road without you. We are strong when we are one. We will roar and take our place. Let us rise We need your help, oh God. We are Vandrezzer. We are Vandrezzer. We are Lions of Niger. We are Vandrezzer. We are Vandrezzer. We are Lions of Niger. Vandrezzer, 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 Vandrezzer. We are Vandrezzer. We are Vandrezzer. We are Lions of Niger. We are Vandrezzer. We are Vandrezzer. We are Lions of Niger.
Introducing the Vandrezzer FC mobile app. Get latest updates, fixtures, player profiles, and live stream our games in one touch. It's your one-stop handy place to follow everything Vandrezzer. Vandrezzer FC mobile app is available both on Google Play Store and Apple Store. Now, you can take Vandrezzer FC wherever you go. Vandrezzer FC won't walk that road without you.
We won't walk that road without you. We are strong when we are one. We will roar and take our place. Let us rise and raise the flag. We are Vandrezzer. We are Vandrezzer. We are Lions of Niger. We are Vandrezzer. We are Vandrezzer. We are Lions of Niger. Vandrezzer, 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 Vandrezzer. We are Vandrezzer, we are Vandrezzer, we are lions of Niger. We are Vandrezzer, we are Vandrezzer, we are lions of Niger.
Introducing the Vandrezzer FC mobile app. Get latest updates, fixtures, player profiles, and live stream our games in one touch. It's your one-stop handy place to follow everything Vandrezzer. Vandrezzer FC mobile app is available both on Google Play Store and Apple Store. Now, you can take Vandrezzer FC wherever you go. Vandrezzer FC won't walk that road without you.
We won't walk that road without you. We are strong when we are one. We will roar and take our place. Let us rise and raise the flag. We are Vandrezzer, we are Vandrezzer, we are lions of Niger. We are Vandrezzer, we are Vandrezzer, we are lions of Niger. Through the storm and through the rain, we have come, we will.
Samson, and well, congratulations on 3 points at the UJ Sone Stadium. Obviously, you must be excited, right?
Yes, very much excited. I've been looking for this 3 points for quite some time. We have been playing well, but we have not been winning matches. I thank God today we get it right.
You got it against Vandrezzer FC, the highly acclaimed Vandrezzer FC. You got your first 3 points.
Now, I have 3 points before. This
Okay,
was
yeah,
my
your
second 3 points.
Second 3
My
points.
match against NNL was something that we work and we never get the result. But today, I'm happy I got the result against highly rated Vandrezzer.
How did it work out for you?
I knew that I'm going to have some opposition, very good opposition. I work and plan for it, and glory be to God, it's materialized.
Well, of course, God belongs to all the teams, but you're coming on the back of a loss to Nnewi United. Surely that did not deter you, right?
When you look at the circumstances surrounding our loss, you will know that I needed these 3 points more than a Christian will need Jesus Christ. We were robbed, seriously robbed in Nnewi. We were 1-1, and 86 minutes, a dubious penalty was awarded, and that was the end of that match. Coming back home, I learned I'm playing against Vandrezzer. I have to change my course. I have to go back to the root and see how we can pick 3 points against Vandrezzer, and it worked out well.
Surely this is a game where there was no robbery, no intimidation, clear officiating. Would you agree that Vandrezzer FC don't come with those kind of things?
When you look at Calabar as a whole, very friendly, very, very friendly. We have a lot of opportunity against Nilayo that one can say, a penalty shootout. No, 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 no. The referee did not give it. The referee was escorted from the field to his dressing room. Very, very peaceful. And I don't believe 2 wrongs can never make it right. And I think we stand on our ground. Vandrezzer is a very good side, very well organized, and I think we won against a very good team.
Very good team. How good are we talking about? How would you describe the VFC team?
When you look at Vandrezzer, they are one of the best organized team in terms of media. I told my boys, this camera they brought is not for Vandrezzer alone. It's for all of us. My problem is that don't intimidate me because I have a very young team. 90% of these boys are new players. Most of them, about 7 of them, are university undergraduates. We really want to nurture them. And when you are nurturing a team, you need results. Because without the results, the morale will be going down, the zeal will be going down, everything will not work for you. But when you have results, things will work out well.
All right, so congratulations on your results.
Thank you.
And we would meet again. You meet VFC again in Lagos.
Yeah.
I'm sure you'll be ready for the defense.
Apart from ready, anytime I play against Vandrezzer, I know I want to advertise my team, myself, and my players. We will be ready for you people when time comes.
Coach Samson Daniel, thank you very much for talking with us.
You're welcome.
All the best.
Yeah.
We won't walk that road without you. We are strong when we are one. We will run and take our place. Let us rise and raise the flag. We are Vandrezzer. We are Vandrezzer. We are lions of Niger. We are Vandrezzer. We are Vandrezzer. We are lions of Niger.
Coach Madaki, well, you came, you saw, but you couldn't conquer Rovers. How do you feel about this?
I felt bad. I'm not too happy about the result. But we give glory to God. The game wasn't a bad one. Rovers who have a very good team. We go home, we go back to the drawing board. We prepare for the next game. In game of football, sometimes you win, you lose, and you draw some. But we don't want to be part of the losing team. We want to be champions. I think from this game, we are still going to work on we keep on working. It's still work in progress. We just play, when we go, we start on a new slate.
Surely, as coach of Vandrezzer FC, I mean, the team, the biggest team in the spotlight in Nigerian football and the NNL, you're expected to get as much points, as many points as possible. Do you think that this is a setback, a major setback in the title ambitions?
I don't think so, because it's football. Anything can still happen. We will still go, we prepare for the next game. We see how we can cover for those points that we lost. And we are going to be focused, and I think we are going to do well. The race is still on. We are still part and parcel of it, and we believe that we are going to achieve what we are set out for.
Run us through what you think happened here today. I mean, you stuck with almost the same side you started with against Ekiti United. It looks like you wanted to stay with a winning team, but what went wrong?
In today's game, we want consistency, and we want people to put in their all if given an opportunity to play. And as in Vandrezzer, we believe we don't want on and off team, we want consistency. So we have seen some group of players that we note that this X number of players can still maintain their strength level, the way they play from the beginning to the end. And then I think now, from this match, they have really given us insight of what we are really looking for and how we are going to put them together to start on a new slate. I believe our next game, we are going to give a very good game and a very good output.
The next game is against Giant Brillers. You want to say that you already have the strategy to prosecute that game?
Exactly.
All right, Coach Alfred Badaki. Well, what can we say? You live to fight another day like Lions. Thank you for talking with us.
Thank you.
And safe trip back to Lagos.
Thank you, Mr. George.
We won't walk that road without you. We are strong when we are one. We will run and take our place. Let us rise and raise the flag. We are Vandrezzer. We are Vandrezzer. We are Lions of Nigeria. We are Vandrezzer. We are Vandrezzer. We are Lions of Nigeria. let your light now guide us through. For we need your help, oh God. We are Vandrezzer. We are Vandrezzer. We are Lions of Niger. We are Vandrezzer. We are Vandrezzer. We are Lions of Niger. Vandrezzer, 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 Vandrezzer. We are Vandrezzer. We are Vandrezzer. We are Lions of Niger. We are Vandrezzer. We are Vandrezzer. We are Lions of Niger.
And so the Lions have come to Calabar across the stage, but they failed to counter the home side, who scored via a 30th to come back into that game.
Introducing the Vandrezzer FC mobile app. Get latest updates, fixtures, player profiles, and live stream our games in one touch. It's a one-stop handy place to follow everything Vandrezzer. Vandrezzer FC mobile app is available both on Google Play Store and Apple Store. Now, you can take Vandrezzer FC wherever you go. Vandrezzer FC won't walk that road without you.
We won't walk that road without you. We are strong when we are one. We will run and take our place. Let us rise.
Well, the Lions have come, they've seen, but they failed to conquer on Rovers territory. That's right. It's finished right here at the UGS Center Stadium. Rovers FC 1, Vandrezzer FC 0. The journey continues, and remember, you can only catch it on VFC TV as Vandrezzer FC hosts giant drillers of course, their visitors who will come to the Soccer Temple in the next 7 days. Thank you very much for watching. I'm George Essien on behalf of the whole crew who brought this broadcast to you. Of course, from Vandrezzer FC, I say thank you for watching and see you next match day. Good night.
Whoever